The risk of Alzheimer's and dementia is high here on the Sun Coast given the age of our community. A caregiver conference by the Pines of Sarasota aims to counter the devastating effects with information and more. SNN Local News 6 reporter Calvin McClure explains.
The Pines of Sarasota will be hosting the event through Wednesday. Today's focus was improving emergency services for dementia patients. Dementia is a disease that affects thinking, memory, judgment, and behavior. Keynote speaker and dementia expert Teepa Snow says if a loved one is suffering from these symptoms, it might not be normal aging. It could be signs of dementia. Snow gave tips on how to be a better caregiver and even demonstrated how someone with dementia may act in certain situations.
People with dementia get turned around and lost in their own life and in time and in place. And so they leave thinking they've got to get to a meeting or they've got to go pick the children up. But they're 87 years old. And unfortunately, it can result in some really bad outcomes.
It's called elopement or wandering, and it's a special concern for caregivers and first responders. Snow says Sarasota is a high-risk community because 32% of the county's population is over the age of 65.
We certainly have issues going on, traffic issues, issues with people being here and their families not being in the area. And so when something happens, both the community needs to have an awareness, but so do family members who are trying to help. Because if you don't know how to do it right, you end up doing it wrong and make it worse, not better.
Law enforcement officers and emergency responders also attended the conference. They have a lot to gain from it because they deal with dementia patients all the time.
We get calls on a regular basis, way too often, about an individual who may have gone missing, and we all have to come together and figure out a response and how we're going to respond to that and what we're going to do to make it we can find that individual very quickly and get him back to the safe place that he or she needs to be.
Tuesday, the focus will be reducing your risk and maintaining your brain and quality of life if diagnosed, and Wednesday will be focused on end-of-life care and letting go. Statistics say every 69 seconds, someone in the U.S. is diagnosed with dementia, so there's very valuable information to be learned at these seminars. In Sarasota, Calvin McClure, SNN Local News 6.